What does having intervener services mean to you?
Well, it has given myself and my family more freedom to do things on our own, and it's also given my daughter independence and safety and security. It has taught my daughter to do things for herself and giving her more independence, and it gives her a better quality of life. She's learned so much more and to do on her own, and because she's been successful, it's given her a sense of pride, and which is a great thing, and it raises her self-esteem as well.
How did you prepare for intervener services?
Well, it was very emotionally difficult for me and my husband. Just like when any other child leaves the nest, it was emotionally difficult, especially because our daughter's quite fragile. But we knew that this was the best thing for her. It was a chance for her to grow as an individual. She was going to be with people like herself. She was going to be with friends and a community. At first it was hard. We would call every week or every day, and then we would go every week and bi-weekly, and now it's whenever she calls or if we call, we get in touch. However, she is still coming home quite often on the long weekends, and we enjoy those visits, and we've seen how much she has grown as a person.
What information did you wish you knew prior to intervener services starting?
Well, when my daughter was first born, we didn't know what was out there, and it was actually a friend of mine who worked with Megan who suggested to have her assessed. So through that, with W. Ross McDonald, and after the assessment, she was put into the program there, and then CDBA information came out. It would have been nice to know more about the services that was out there, but as my husband and I are aging, it was nice to know that once we did have that information, that there was something there for my daughter, and for her to be in a safe community, in a safe environment, and be with her friends.
Has your family dynamic changed now that intervener services are being provided?
Yes, and for the good, and absolutely. It's made a difference in all our lives, in my life, my husband's life, and my son's as well, and definitely for hers.
What changes have you seen in your daughter since intervener services were introduced?
Well, I've seen unbelievable growth and potential and independence in my daughter. She now comes to me and says, "Mommy, I made my bed myself," and before she wouldn't be able to do it on her own. I never expected her to do these things, and it was through intervention that taught her how to become independent with simple things like making her bed. I can see in her face, and when she's talking to me about the activities she does, she's proud, and "Mommy, look, I did it." With all her artwork that she does, it's all over my house, and intervention for my daughter allows her to do things and experience things that normal people take for granted.
What were your expectations when you found out intervener services were going to be provided for your daughter?
Honestly, we didn't have any expectations. We just knew it was going to be a gift given to us. It didn't matter what was inside. We just knew that it was going to be awesome for our daughter, and just knowing that her life was going to be improving. I talk to other families, and they say that we're lucky to have her in intervener services with the Canadian Deafblind Association. And there are times that we are worried that maybe her services might be taken away, but we know that won't happen. Sometimes I'm too busy or I'm too tired to do things that the interveners do with her, and I know she will be always looked after.
Have you noticed a change in your relationship with your daughter since intervener services were introduced?
Absolutely. I'm finding myself that I'm not too cautious when I'm with her, and when she's home on the weekends, I'm finding that she's more independent. I'm not helping her with the things like putting on her mittens, and she's able to do that herself. I treat her with more respect as an individual with cognitive ideas, and I do this because she responds more, and I'm treating her more like a young adult. She's not as frustrated because she has more control over her own life, and this makes her happier and making us more accepting of her growth into a young adult.